Hi friends, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Trish and I am here to show you some simple makeup looks. I'm no professional, so keep your negative comments to yourself, even though I really honestly don't care. So today's gonna be a little bit more of just a basic natural look. I'm not going to go all out, no eyeliner. It's just going to be like basic skin tone colors. This is as basic as it gets for me, and it's a pretty quick makeup look. I don't know how long it takes. We're going to find out when I finish this video. Yeah, so I'll show you kind of how I start things. I took a shower, so my face is fresh and clean, and I'm starting from the very beginning. This stuff I will stop using once it's out. I really just like the smell. I don't know if it does anything for me. I'm not gonna leave a link in the comments or anything in the description box or anything because I don't think it does anything. I just like the way it smells. So this is my first step. I put it, it's supposed to get rid of your wrinkles and your bags and whatnot, but I still have them. So it's obviously not doing its job. I've been using this for a while, so it's not, great, but it says pat into your face. Normally in these videos, I talk about, myself, random stuff, and I might still, depends on how long the video ends up being. But for now, it's just going to be a makeup tutorial, I put on this. I get a new moisturizer fairly often from my Ipsy bag, and I actually genuinely like this one. It is called Proud Sorbet Skin Everyday Jelly Moisturizer. You see? I don't think it wants to. No, it's too bright. My UV light's too bright. That's all right. But I just pretty much rub this in all over my face. Get a nice little layer everywhere. And then we just wait for it to dry. So this is where I would just tell you about some random things like my last couple videos I thought were kind of odd, little weird, and very random. And so I literally went and made cards. That's how confident in myself I am. I made cards. So, you know what? Somebody's going to find that useful. Somebody's going to be like, wow, I never thought of that. Why didn't I think of that in the first two videos? Because I'm a mom of 3, that's why. Anyways, so now that is done drying, the last couple videos I did an extensive my version of extensive makeup look, and so I did the makeup tape, but this time around I'm not going to, because I'm not going to do an extensive makeup tape. I always start with my Instant Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline New York. I don't use any of their other products. I don't know why. But this one, I think I just bought it off Amazon on a whim, and it just, honestly, I love it. It's a concealer, and so it does its job. It conceals all the dark circles, as you can see from the difference between my eyes already, just putting this on. I pretty much just start with a dabbing motion, get a nice layer everywhere, make sure it covers my entire eyelid. I guess I kind of use it as an eyelid primer, and I use it as a highlighter, sort of. I do realize that your highlighter is apparently supposed to go on after your blush, but this is like a very nice eye brightener. You can already tell from my eyes the difference. And like I said in my other videos, I am one of those people, I cannot do one thing to one side and not do the other. Like, people will do like half their face. No, I can't. It has to be even, otherwise I would lose my mind. Maybe I'm a little OCD. I don't know. Undiagnosed. But yeah, so I just do a little sweeping motion, kind of blend it in itself with its little spongy brush. It's very soft. And you'll know when it's out because it's not, there won't be anything coming out. So it's very nice. But yeah, I just make sure, and then I kind of spread it down the sides where you would normally put a highlighter, and then blend it out with its brush. But then I also still take my brush and I blend it in everywhere. That's my thing. One thing I did want to say in this video that has nothing to do with makeup, because my daughter asked me this question. She's 5, by the way. And the way she asked it, she didn't see anything wrong with the question, and it's fine. And I don't see anything wrong with the question, but it just got me thinking. And now I need to know, I really need somebody to comment. And I know that nobody's going to comment on these videos for like 10 years, but eventually I'll get my answer. She asked me, Mom, can you unpeel my orange for me? Maybe it was a banana, I don't remember. Anyways. And I just stopped and I kind of stared at her and I was like, what did you say? And she said, can you unpeel my orange? And I said, now I'm rethinking everything in life. Is it peel? We peel an orange, or are we unpeeling it? Like, why does that not make sense to me? Why is it unpeel? Do we unpeel something? Or is it not, it's not peeled yet, so we have to peel it? I think that makes more sense now that I've said it out loud a little bit, processed it to myself. And I honestly don't like not having chapstick. I am a chapstick obsessed human being. This is obviously not chapstick, it's lip gloss, but I like the flavor. It's mango lime. It's delicious, but it's nice and shiny. So anyways, okay, so we've done that, and then I just move straight to my eyeliner. I do a very basic, I do my waterline, I do underneath, and I don't touch my face very often because I have very oily skin. I don't understand how people do a lot of like primer and touching like these. I see these, I watch the Kardashians all the time, and so I watch them like they're like pulling their face and touching stuff, and I'm like, my fingers would mess everything up. No. My fingers would get in that makeup and mess it all up. There's no way. Then again, makeup doesn't last all day like theirs does either. So that's what happens when you're cheap. I don't buy expensive makeup or anything. The most expensive makeup that I have bought is probably my Clinique. I don't know if I want to do my bottom, because sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it gives me a little brighter look to not do it, but I usually, you know what, I'll do it just for this video, because it's already kind of, when I put it on the top, it kind of already comes down to the bottom. And I change from time to time how much I put on, whether I go all the way in. And I honestly think that my eyes are like different shapes or different sizes or something, because either that or I just suck at makeup. So why am I doing this tutorial for you? I'm just kidding. I enjoy makeup, I do. But yeah, so that's my take on that. I am a very random human being anyways, but so that's this is just, I'm using one of my mini palettes. I am not consistent. I do have a favorite palette, which is the one that I used in my first video, the Amla Nude palette, and but this one I am just using my Tarte palette. I really like Tarte's products, so maybe that's a more expensive makeup, I guess, because I know I use their liquid eyeliner, and I love their mascara. Currently, I have 2 of their mascaras because the one that I normally would use I ran out of, and so I've just been using the ones that I've gotten from Ipsy. And I swear this isn't a paid promotion for Ipsy, but most of my products come from them, and I love it. So keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, so I pretty much just coat my eyelid. This is just literally a skin color, skin tone. Oh my god, I can't even say that. That's terrible. Okay, matches my skin tone. I get somebody that's gonna come for me telling me I'm racist or something for talking about being skin tone. My daughter asked me about that the other day. I had a very deep conversation with my 5-year-old about skin color because her dad is Mexican, and so she was very curious as to why he is brown and I am white, and she is more on the white side. She didn't get his skin tone, but my sons did, and so she, I guess I kind of made the mistake of calling my son's skin tone golden, because to me, it's that all perfect olive skin tone that like just tans perfectly when you go outside for like 5 minutes and you're just got my tan, I'm good. And I, be outside for 5 minutes and I burn every time. But it turns into a beautiful tan and I'm fine with it. But I had to figure out how to explain to her, daddy came from somewhere else and his skin tone is his skin tone. And that's a hard conversation to have when you've never had to have that conversation, when you've never had to have somebody have that conversation with you. I am the first person in my family to date outside of my race. In fact, I think I'm still the only person to date outside my race. And so it's a hot topic for my family, but we don't want them to feel different. We don't want them to feel out of place. We want them to embrace every bit of themselves. His dad was born in Mexico. He's not just Mexican, he's from Mexico. He came here when he was younger, and it's quite a story, but that's his story to tell. But we're very proud of our little family, and we want to, incorporate all the good things about everybody. Everybody's got good qualities, and it's not the skin tone that you should be concerned with. It is what's on the inside. And on the inside, everybody's the same. So everybody is capable of. She also asks me all these deep questions that I don't have answers for. Like, Mommy, how come some people aren't nice? Well, maybe they didn't have someone to be nice to them. My husband's response was, what did he say? He said their happiness got broken or something like that. And I was like, that's not bad. But nothing is broken that can't be fixed. I want to live by that, because I have been through a lot, and my husband has been through a lot, and I like to say firm believers a lot, but we might be loose believers because we don't always follow our own advice. But we strive for being accepting of a lot of things and of breaking those generational cycles and things like that. And so we try really hard to do right by our kids and just give them the best answer that we have in the moment. And sometimes we don't have answers, but I never leave it with, I don't know. I always say, you know what, let's Google that tomorrow. That's a good Google for tomorrow or later, depending on what time it is. So, oh, I forgot to tell you, this product I'm using is the one I always use. So I've used it in the last 2 videos. It's very, it's a hard candy highlight and contour duo face duo stick. I don't use the highlight part. Does not work for me. I don't like it. It's very creasy, but this contour I really like. And again, keep your hateful comments to yourself, because I know I'm probably not doing any of it right, and that's okay. You all want to have your own opinions. Well, me too. Not really. Do you know how long it took me to form my own opinions? I'm still working on it. Yeah. But, yeah, I come from, my parents are boomers, so that's fun. I'm a millennial. Apparently, I just found that out. Because I had to know. I keep hearing millennial, Generation Z, or Generation X, whatever. And I'm just like, where the heck do I fall into this? Because I don't like not knowing things. That's something my daughter's like, oh, why do you know everything, Mom? And I was like, oh, I don't know everything. She goes, well, why do you know a lot of things? I said, because I don't like not knowing things. So when I don't know things, I like to go look it up and do the research and find the answers. I love documentaries, and I really like to know things, because otherwise I just feel, I don't want to say stupid, but ignorant. Like if you don't know something and you're not willing to go look it up, we have Google. No, didn't always have that. So I tend to use what I can. So yeah, so now I have done I did a very basic skin color on my eyes so that it wouldn't darken them, it wouldn't necessarily brighten them, but it looks really natural, but it's still a color on my eyes. And then obviously I would do a contour just to shape my face a little bit. And if I wasn't talking, I think that this would be a lot faster makeup look. This blush that I'm using is one of my new favorite items from Ipsy, and I didn't even realize that there was a name on the back until I went to do these videos. It's Reina Rebelde. Probably butchering that. Never heard of that brand before, or person, or whatever it is, but it's in Rosa blush, and I love it. It's beautiful. It works great on my skin tone. I have a very red complexion, and so anything that I can do to cover that up, because I'm one of those people where, like, you would give a speech in class and all of a sudden you'd mess up or say something and, like, the class would giggle, and then all of a sudden your face would turn red, and then that kid in class would go, your face is turning red. And I go, oh crap, now I know my face is turning red, and now my face is even more red. Well, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup in school, so there was no hiding that. So I pretty much blend that on my cheekbones and a little bit up, and I actually do blend it into my contour just to give my entire cheek, face, skin, that whole area, the blended reddish contour look. I'm probably not doing my age any favors, because I probably should be doing other things for how old I am and to make myself look younger. I don't care. So what you see is what you get. And then my e.l.f. Wow Brow. Doesn't have a label. Oh yeah, it does. It's a neutral brown, which is probably not the color of my eyebrows. but that's okay because I like the color that it changes them to, which is fine. You know, we're not supposed to, are we just supposed to change that stuff? I don't know. Anyways, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got likes and dislikes. You know how long it takes some of us to find out our likes and dislikes? Some of us are still figuring it out. Some of us will never figure it out. And that's, I don't even want to say it's okay because it's totally not okay. It sucks not knowing the things that you like and dislike and always having to, you know, cater to everybody else's needs and being people pleasers and like, oh, you like that? Yeah, me too. Just because I want you to like me so much. Yeah. My kids will never live like that because for me, it is so important for them to like what they want to like. That's number one for me. I don't have to like what you like. I don't have to do the things that you like to do. I don't have to like to do the things that you like to do. Like one of my biggest things I think right now is with my kids and how old they are. They're just starting to make friends and like wanting friends to hang out. And I have no friends. When I say no friends, I have people I am acquainted with, but I don't go out for coffees. I don't text people on a regular basis. I don't, I don't. And sometimes it bothers me. It does. I wish that I had friends. I wish I had people outside of family that I could complain to. How do you find friends at this point? I don't know. Somebody let me know because I have all but given up at this point. I actually don't normally do this. I don't normally go back over my blush with the concealer part, but I just decided that I didn't like how much blush I put on, so we're fixing it. And you get to see, sometimes we mess up, and that's okay. It's another thing I teach my kids. Mommy messes up. Mommy makes mistakes. Doesn't mean that we can't apologize, fix it, and do what we gotta do to be a better person, do better next time. No, it's not what that means. We always can do better next time. So this is Tartelette. I love that. Tartelette. Like turdlet. Mm-hmm. And it's so tiny. It's this mini mascara because it's a sample size, obviously. But it's a tubing mascara, whatever that means. Maybe it makes it easier to come off. You know, I bought fake eyelashes the other day. I don't know how women put that stuff on. And they just like, boom, there it is, done. And I'm like, what? You know, like, I even watched a tutorial. I watched a, what do you call that? A review of the product I was buying. How? Even watching that, I couldn't get it right. I don't like it. You know, maybe some people just aren't meant for things. Sometimes I picked up, my next video, you're gonna hate it. And that's okay. Somebody will love it. I picked up crochet. I am so excited. I figured out the stitches and the increases and the, all the terminology for it. I have a couple books. And my first project is this stupid dinosaur. Do you know how many times I started that dinosaur yesterday? 30. Yeah. Do you know how many times I almost cried? At least 10. And it's not just because I'm pregnant either. It's because life's hard and I feel like I'm not good at anything. Like, I'm really good at budgeting. I'm really good at math and numbers, figuring out patterns. Like, my son was playing this game yesterday, and there's this part in it where you have to figure out what color order the pattern goes in. And I'm a mom, of course I'll help you out. I love you. But his dad was trying it first, like the first couple times. He's like, I don't do those anymore. Like, we've been through this a few times. And so, he'll come to me and I'm like, yeah, okay. I like this stuff. This is fun. And it took me 2 tries. Granted, he had given me like 4 mess ups. So it was like 4 different colors. And then it would tell you what you got right, what you had to swap, and what you got wrong. It wouldn't tell you the colors, but it told you the number of colors. So like, it was like blue, red, yellow, green. But there was also purple and orange that could have gone in there. And so it told me that, like, you had 2 right on this one, but you had to swap 2. And then the next one, it was you had none of them right, but you had to swap 3 and you had 1 wrong. And so, like, it took me 2 tries. And my husband's like, how did you do that? What? I had to Google it. He's like, I had to Google it because I couldn't figure that out. And I was like, you Googled it? It was great. It was funny. But for me, I enjoy that stuff. That's the stuff that I enjoy. You can't make money off of that. And if you can, somebody put it in the comments. I want to know, because that is all I'm good at. When I was young, I was really good at numbers. Like, I could remember numbers like nobody's business. I'm not so great at it now because mom brain sucks. But I love numbers. Like, I absolutely, numbers is my thing. I will make a budget for myself based on like what I think my husband's paychecks might be, and then I'll just work through the next year of budget. That's my thing. I love numbers, and I don't know why. Like, just the simple plus addition and subtraction kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to do no long division. No one's got time for that. But I really enjoy the basics of math, and I really enjoy like Sudokus and things like that. I really do. But other than that, and like, I'm good at puzzles or whatever, but like, unless they got a competition where you're gonna win like $1 million off of completing a puzzle, and even then, I think I'm good at it, and I'm probably, honestly, somebody probably could have figured that out in one move without even friggin' messing up, But it's neither here nor there. There. And that is my most basic makeup look. I will get a little closer so you can see. My makeup is not perfect, and that's okay. I don't do any curling with my eyelashes. I don't go back and fix anything. Occasionally, I might take my little brush and do like a little shimmer under my eye right here, because I really like that shimmery, shiny bit. But once my mascara is on, that's pretty much the end of the look, because, isn't that where everybody ends? We all end with our mascara. Anyways, that's my simple makeup look for y'all today. I I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, if you got anything out of it, if you have any pointers or tips, I would love to hear them. Please keep your negative comments to yourself, even though I know there's going to be plenty of those negative Nancys out there. Sorry for anybody named Nancy, you know. But yeah, so I hope to see you guys next time. And if you enjoyed my video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.